We live on one of the southern islands in Japan. Even though the winters are milder compared to the mainland, we still experience some pretty cold days here, especially when the chilly north winds are blowing. Sometimes on a cold winter's day, we like to cook oden to help warm us up. A Japanese dish, similar to a sort of stew, I guess. If you're new to our channel or a regular viewer, hi there, I'm Stephen. Yumi starts by cutting up and boiling some pieces of Daikon radish. It's better to prepare oden hours before you intend to eat it, as this gives all the ingredients time to soak up the flavors. Next, we boil some eggs, which we'll add to the oden later. Yumi flavors the broth using some Konbu seaweed and Bonito fish flakes. Just when that reaches like 9:55, then your eggs are done. Yeah. She also adds some sake, milling, soy sauce, and a pinch of salt to help the flavors along. Here we're boiling some konjac, which is also commonly used for oden and other things in Japan. Konjac is tricky to describe to you guys. You'll come across it quite often in Japan. I think it's a kind of root vegetable, but usually when you buy it in the shops here, it's been made into a food product with a rather unique jelly-like texture. Then it's time to add all the ingredients together to bring the oden to life. So this includes radish, boiled eggs, fried tofu, konjac, and some fried fish cakes, or Satsumaage in Japanese. Let it all boil for a while to help the flavors sink in. The last thing Yumi prepares, which we'll add later, is some meatballs using chicken mince, called Tsukune in Japanese. Recently we've been buying brown rice, so we decided to try for the first time the rice milling machine close by. What do we do? Open up. Open up? Yeah. Open the bag. Just pour the rice in there.
All the rice there, all the rice.
Different settings are available, but we opted for the 50-50 one, which left us with half brown and half white rice.
Okay.
はい。
で、なんか多分標準っていうのでしょうか。っていうのにして。
Come out here. Growing up in South Africa
10 セカンド
and then living in the UK for many years, I probably ate some rice on average about once a week. Very different to living in Japan, where a lot of the population, myself included,
みーちゃんお願
eat
いがある
rice pretty much every day.
苦渋
Push the pedal. Oh, すごい。
出た
全部ね。
全部いったプッシュペダルしたみやもう一回プッシュペダルして
お
あまだ出てくるもっとプッシュペダルしてみ OK?
そう。
あここのライスあここから OK できた Thank you
We're still finding some gaps here in our old house in the Japanese countryside. Places where insects and various creatures could find their way inside. It also gets a bit drafty in the winter, so we closed up these gaps in the floorboards using a silicone sealant. Dinner time, and the delicious pot of Oden is ready.
$10 分
10分。
美味しそういい匂いする美味しそう
おでん。おでん。
ねえ、いやこれとこれが大好きだけど、大根とこれやだ。
とりあえずやだやめよやだやめよとりあえず食べよね
ねこれ大好
お願いとりあえず食べてから
Mia is not particularly impressed, but the chicken meatballs were a hit.
き。ねこれも大好きだけど、
これはあれはしたらもうご飯食べてなくなるよね
ねこれ変な。
Anytime we don't shout and scream and say things are disgusting or anything, it's very nice food. So after a little bit of trouble, we were able to relax and enjoy a pleasant evening.
言うとったかにげ。言うとったかに。
ご機嫌だねよかったねご機嫌でよかったみんなでよかったご機嫌だってよかった
You didn't try an egg yet?
No. This one?
はいどうぞはい
なんかおでん美味しい。
おでん美味しいまた今度作ろう
ミヤも。